everyone, I am Tata, your host for today. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 brings some long-awaited features to this amazing category of foldable smartphones. If you have been wanting to find out more, keep watching because today we have Effie from Amanz Mind to share his experience after using the Galaxy Z Fold 3 for a while now. Hey Effie, I see you have in your hands the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. How do you like it so far?
I love it. I love it because as a person who already used the first and second generation, I like all the latest iteration and all the improvements. And I hope my enthusiasm are gonna tell you what I like the most. And for me right now, this is the phone that would probably fundamentally change how we use a phone from now on. The days of candy bars probably gonna die, and foldable is gonna be the next big thing in the mobile sphere.
It is almost like having a home theater in your pocket, right?
It's literally a home theater because the screen is huge, 7.6 inches, which is, I guess, is the biggest when it comes to foldable in Malaysia. Coupled with double stereo speaker, which actually sound awesome with Dolby Atmos. This screen is good enough to display the sharpest visuals that you can get from all the mainstreaming services. And one another improvement that they did this year is there's an under display camera that changes from last year. As you can see now, the whole screen is used 100% and you can watch everything that you want at the highest resolution and also at the highest usage of screen.
Right. Okay. So we know, right, the display is huge and we know it is meant to be an all-in-one device, right? What do you think this means for people who have to work on the go with multiple devices?
Okay, for me personally, right, for a guy who actually works on mobile for the last 3 and 4 years, and the fundamental change that they did this year is a thing called sidebar. If I can show you now on screen, you can see on the left side of the screen now there's a taskbar. All right. You can launch a lot of apps quickly. Okay, let me just demo. For example, I'm launching, let's say I'm launching Chrome right now. So that's Chrome.
Okay.
Then suddenly I say, hey, I want to listen to Spotify lah. So I'm going to switch to
Okay.
Spotify. Then I'm going to switch back to YouTube. It changes instantaneously without any
Wow.
lags. For me, another thing that is game changing is an improvement from the previous year is when you launch two apps, App Duo, right? Like that. And this time around, let's say you're on a browser. Like for example, on my right side here, it's a link to another website. You can actually launch two windows on Samsung Internet at the same time. So this is very useful for me. Let's say I'm comparing prices between two e-shops. So I can do it side by side now. You can even add another one if you want. So it support up to three of the same app multi-window style.
Right. And on top of that, other than the multitasking, you have the multi-window, right?
Mhm.
Personally, I was really impressed by the different lenses and camera features of the phone. Have you tried
Mhm.
taking photos or videos on it? Like which
Yeah,
one's your favorite camera feature so far?
my favorite camera feature is always the main camera. Okay, I have to admit I'm not a photographer. I'm not well known. My Instagram only have like a few hundred people because I'm not
But
well known for my photographic prowess. But here's the thing, I would say like 80% of common consumer they are not natural photographers, and the AI feature on a Samsung phone will make sure that every snap that you take, if the AI will make sure that you take the best exposure, the best setting. So you basically have a one-click solution for photography. If I can show you, there's this one feature, another feature that's cool, which as you can see on the right side of the screen. So when you take photos, right, it automatically previews it. Okay, I'm gonna take a photo now. I'm gonna take a snap. So for me, when the preview is there, I can just snap away, see, okay, maybe I right a bit or left a bit. So the preview is big and you can see it like that. So there's not a lot of switching apps. You can concentrate on just taking photographs. So this is a feature that was carried forward from the second fold. For me, as a camera noob, any type of help that a software can give to me, I'll take it. Thank you very much.
can you tell us more about the flex mode of this phone and how can people actually utilize it to the
So
maximum?
So flex mode, if you're not familiar with it, is basically when you use your phone in L shape like so. So you're only utilizing the top half of the screen. So if you're using a camera app, if I can show it now, I'm going to show the camera app. As you can see, let's see. There you go. So the top half is the camera, the viewfinder. The bottom half is gonna show you all the controls.
So after all the features that you show us, right? What are the features that you're most looking forward to use in your daily routine?
What I really wanted to use, okay, because I only received the phone, okay, but one of the features that they really advertise is the S Pen support. Okay, anyone who's been reading Amanz for the last 7 years, or anyone who follows me on social media, knows that I am a hardcore Note user, and because S Pen is something that I use for probably 50% of the day. So I'm hoping that when the phone officially launched, I can actually try the S Pen Full Edition and also the S Pen Pro, the two S Pen that were made specifically for the fold for the first time, because it comes with the rubberized tip and also with the suspension to make sure you won't scratch the foldable screen. So as a Note user, I really can't wait to use a stylus on this phone.
Right. I think that's a really huge game changer, right? For
Mhm.
people who really wanna, for like you wanna write or when you wanna scribble or wanna take notes. That's really useful. So Effie, I can really tell you really had a lot of fun with the phone the past few days, right? I just want to
Mhm.
know, how do you normally use your phone? Is it a very rough one or very gentle one? Are you very careful with your phone?
The one thing that I'm really scared of is just water damage, except this one. Finally, it's IPX8, meaning that it can be submerged for half an hour up to 1.5 meters, if I'm not wrong. So finally, I will have the guts to use a phone as my daily driver without the fear of having water damage.
Thank you for taking the time to share with us your reviews today. But before we go, Effie, what would you say to those who are currently still thinking about getting a Galaxy Z Fold 3?
So when you're gaming, I think size matters, especially when it comes to screen. There's a lot of vertical space here. So you can see where your enemy is coming from, especially if you're playing first-person shooter. Added to the fact, earlier I talked about audio, right? So you have audio separation left and right. That's really clear on this phone because the speaker is on the side. And when you're playing it and you're holding it, the speaker will not be blocked. That's another one. And also, if you want to be a really good gamer and you don't want to be frustrated all the time, this screen will give you, I would say, an unfair advantage when it comes to playing multiplayer first-person shooter on mobile.
Yeah, and also with the Snapdragon 888 CPU and also the 120 hertz refresh rate, right? This really looks like a great gaming device for people who really love to game. All right, and that's all the time we have today. Thank you, Effie, once again for being here today. I'll see you next time, okay?
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.
If you're like Effie and are constantly worried about breaking your phone by accident, don't worry. Samsung Care Plus lets you get it fixed at a much reduced cost. You can also get your Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 now at Samsung Malaysia's website. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.